Hey, what's going on everybody? East Tactics here. Want to make another video. So I've been on the research bend for a bit, trying to determine how to make a stronger wing mount setup. There's a bunch of different brands of wing mounts out there. RPM makes a good one. There's of course the stock Arrma wing mount. This was the Arrma, or this was the RPM wing mount. One of the things that people have recommended is to boil your wing mounts and then soak them in WD-40 overnight in a bag and let that kind of seep into the plastics, and supposedly that helps with, makes it snap resistant, if you will. One of the things that we're going to do today is we're going to boil these products and we're going to leave them in a bag of WD-40. And I'm also going to toss this bent one in the boiling water to see if it straightens it out naturally or what. We'll see what happens with that as well. Another thing I want to do, this is an old broken rear A-arm, and we're going to use this as our experiment piece to snap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Dremel it in half, here and here. We're going to boil this side and we're going to leave this side as is, and then we're basically going to snap these two sections. So this pivot point right here, we're going to snap it right here on the boiled side, and then this pivot point right here, after I cut it here, we're going to snap it and see which one snaps easier after the boiling WD-40 process is done. Alright, so I actually went and cut this thing in half, so we have our two pieces. We got this one here, and then we got this one here. Okay, so now it's time to boil. So I'm going to boil the two brand new ones. I'm going to be boiling the two bent ones. I'm going to boil, we'll boil this one and leave this one out. Alright, I think that's been enough time. Let's go put these in the WD-40. So, that one still looks pretty bent to me. Throw it back in there. That's a straight one. There's our test piece. I'm not sure if that's a bent one or not. Here's the other bent one. As far as these two go, pretty toasty. Definitely more flimsy and right now bendable. So let's try to straighten them out by hand. Okay. See that bend? Okay. Let's see if we can work that out. I think that helped. Now we'll toss it back in the cold water. And they're a little bit straighter. Definitely will say that those are saturated. Although I'm gonna flip this thing around so that the side that we're gonna be testing is down. There we go. There we go. Okay, so this will sit overnight, and we'll do a test between the one that's in the bag and this one. See what happens. All right, guys, I'm back. It's actually been probably 36 hours. These have been soaking in WD-40. So let's get them out and clean them off and run our test, I suppose. So I've got this empty container here, and I'm going to see if I can't save the WD-40. Probably gonna make a mess, but let's see if I can. Spilt some. I saved a good portion. Alright, so here's our official test piece. I feel like this big wet spot on the towel should be used. If you haven't seen it in any of my other videos, WD-40 is my go-to product for cleaning my vehicle. Not only does it like leave a nice shine behind, but it also is good for the plastics, which is why we soaked the wing mounts in WD-40 for 36 hours. Okay, here are the two pieces. This is the one that's just kind of been sitting. Let's see what happens when I... Okay, so on my first attempt to really get good leverage on it, it broke, which I'm not surprised, right? Alright, now for the piece that's been soaking in WD-40 for 36 hours. Let's see if it does the same. Interesting. It's not breaking. So it finally broke, but I would definitely say that it was bendy for a good 4 or 5 bends more than the piece that wasn't soaked. So I do think that soaking it in WD-40 is actually going to lend a little bit of kind of elasticity, I guess, to the plastic. Interesting. Alright, well, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I'll go ahead and get my wing mount installed. May or may not do that on camera, I don't know. If I do put it on camera, then I'll just kind of speed run through it. Either way, East Tactics out.